which for the first time we had during my tenure, and the news set came in last year, 2021. Their tenure is usually 3 years. And if you remember, those who were in Uganda, we had this problem of continuity, and that is why the Musa was asked to be the assistant secretary general to transit our own time forward, and he did 2 years and finished, and we now elected a new assistant secretary general who is still on the committee. So last year we put together a new governing council. I will show you the members of the new governing council for 2021 to 2023. So I would just like ratification from that from the General Assembly. Number 2, the SONA Secretariat, like we said, all you think we have done, I have done, has been because we're able to engage professionally a secretariat to handle the affairs, our finances, our communications, our membership drive, everything. And any member of SONA is free to write to the secretariat to find out anything about the society. So we've opened up the society, and the secretariat has been asking us to, has helped us to really engage some of you. I'm sure the name Vanessa, the first time we started with secretariat, and subsequently Tandeka, those names you've seen on the emails you've received, those 2 names. The CEO is Nina, who oversees the whole business. So that has helped us, and we had a memorandum of agreement with them for 3 years, which ends this December. And we are planning to work with them to renew that arrangement. So we're hoping to put in place another 3-year period with them. Based on their performance, I think they've done very well. They've done fantastically well for us to go with them for another 3-year journey. So I would like to request approval from this General Assembly to proceed with that and renew that association management. Is that okay with the members?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much. Then on membership, I'm glad the question came on. Now, you would have known throughout this period that I'm very particular on the benefits of a member of SONA. And I will always give preference to anyone who had given or paid his annual dues in my references, in my recommendations. I've done that consistently. And I've tried to make sure members receive tangible benefits. As a member of this society, if you notice, even for this registration, we had to put in place a member fee separate from what is the general fee. I didn't achieve my mission of trying to set up at least a travel grant SONA driven for this conference, because most of our fund membership dues we receive has been to set things in place. But I think we should get to a point where SONA should be able to provide some element of travel grant, no matter how small. Even $100 makes a difference, when it comes to traveling. So I would still want SONA to come to that point of at least being able to provide some travel grant. Of course, travel grants will never be to all members. There will be a competition, there will be application, some people will be selected. But at least we need to have that in place. At least during this period, from the 2019 conference, I had negotiated with IBRO, and that is why all the abstracts of the conference in Lagos were published in IBRO reports. Following on that, we also negotiated with IBRO and the editor-in-chief of IBRO report, now IBRO Science Report, that we had a special issue, Neuroscience in Africa. And it might interest you to know that the full articles that were published in that special report only costed the members $50 at SONA membership, as against the $1,500 that is the normal article publication charge. What again can you compare to that? So I've tried to indicate that people must show an element of interest in the place, and that's why we also took that decision. For you to register for this conference, it will include membership. We of course gave a a concession to our colleagues in Ghana because we appreciated the environment. But that is the global practice, I must add. It's a global practice, not me introducing it in SONA. I've been challenged on that, but I decided I'm going to keep that practice. And I think we need to keep that practice. So you must identify with the society to get that benefit of differential in membership. Like I always say, SONA is an environment for you to build your academic citizenry. Your membership with society opens you up to being a member of a committee of SONA, and even the national societies that we support to be set up. It's those who have associated with us that we have impressed to do that. Your membership also opens you up to be an officer of the society. Your membership opens you up to be recommended to IBRO when there is need for nominations to IBRO committees. So you don't wake up any day and be an ARC member. It doesn't happen like that. We've not been very successful, I must say, to make sure that we get ARC members to pay their dues to SONA. But I think we're getting there, because I'm very glad that the IBRO Secretariat recognizes the efforts we've done to give that recognition to those who are very active in the things we do with IBRO. So, but by and large, I think every one of us needs to recognize that you have a role to play in this. So that is with respect to membership. One of the things we did this, I think I presented in Nigeria, we're implementing that our financial year now is from January to December. So the Secretariat will be sending you reminders with invoice for your dues for 2022. We want to automate that. And that once you get the email, we encourage you to respond. Okay? Then, the other thing which I need to present is that, of course, we've had discussions and we want to use January, December as our year, both office holders and so on. So even the election we had this year, the outcome are designates, and their time will start 1st of January. It gives us time to do some handover. I mean, for people to learn the ropes too, and be able to run from 1st of January. So we are now operating a January-December year. Before it used to be July, June, but that was very uncomfortable because we couldn't reconcile who has paid the dues for the year before or the year after. So we'll have to do that, and I would like to encourage us to please follow on that. And SONA Hall of Fame, the outgoing executive committee members. And these are myself, as the outgoing Secretary General. The treasurer already is an inductee by virtue of him being the president of the 2017 SONA Congress. So he's already an inductee. I will be a new inductee. Then the regional secretaries, late, I would like to propose that late Dr. David Foster be inducted posthumously. Can we agree on that? Thank you. Then, of course, the regional secretary for East Africa, Dr. Nolin Nakasuja from Uganda, Professor Khalid El Alali from Morocco for North Africa, Dr. Lingley, she has just left for Southern Africa, and Professor Victor Woyele as the outgoing regional secretary for West Africa. So, can I get a approval for that? Thank you very much. I will prepare certificates and I will release that to these members. I had received a letter asking me of Marina, but I want to mention that Marina was an inductee in 2019. I had passed that certificate and everything through to Noria to pass on to her. So she's already an inductee of SONA Hall of Fame. But please remember that you have every right to suggest to this executive those who have worked with us over the years, and we can consider them for induction into the Hall of Fame.